Excuse me 1 second. So sorry. There's nothing I can do. I'm not even trying to force it. It's just, I'm so sorry. Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First Week Feast, I'm Sean Evans, coming at you from the set of the Chris Gethard Show, where I'm joined by, you can do the math, Chris Gethard. Hello.
You know him from his HBO comedy special, Career Suicide, as well as shows like Broad City and Parks and Recreation. Of course, you can catch the Chris Gethard Show on truTV. And what you might not know about Chris is when he isn't hosting the weirdest and often saddest show on television, he's one of the comedy world's foremost aficionados when it comes to rare soda brands. Before we get started, Chris, can you put your passion, your love for soda in words for me?
Well, I think in my heart, I am a very fizzy boy, you know? I love fizzy drinks. I love fizzy sodas. I'm also an addict who doesn't drink alcohol, so I have to be addicted to something, right? And for me, it's soda.
What makes the perfect soda for you? Can it be too sweet? Can it be too fizzy? What's the balance?
I think it can be too sweet. It can be too fizzy. It can't try too hard. My favorite sodas are the ones that have like stayed a long time and been beloved in a certain region. Like if you go to Kentucky, they love a drink called L81. If you aren't obsessed with soda, you probably haven't had L81, but it's so good and they love it so much where it's from. Like, to me, it needs to also have like laid down roots and withstood the test of time. Oh, I feel like a big dork right now. I can feel the internet judging me right now.
Well, Chris, we're here for some very important business. We're gonna put your palate to the test, my palate to the test, with some of these rare, hard to find, crazy soda brands from the US. And for that taste test, we have a very special guest. All right, to help lead us through today's taste test, we welcome to the table renowned sommelier Lee Campbell for a job she's entirely overqualified for. And I know that today we're not gonna be swirling vintage Bordeaux, but are there any tasting techniques from the wine world that you can apply to the soda world?
So one of the things you want to look at when you're tasting anything, first of all, is the color. Also, you want to see how transparent it is. A little bit hard to see right now. So I'm going to just say that that's a dark, mysterious substance in our cup, and it looks brownish. Would you say brownish?
I'd say brownish is a fair and accurate description of this substance.
But you know, I've tasted a lot of things this color, so I think we should just jump in.
Just bottoms up.
Yeah. Oh, I love the nose on this. The nose on this is really earthy and herbaceous, and actually reminds me of certain fortified wine. So I think this is gonna be really interesting.
And it's unlike any soda I've ever had in my life. It has that bitter aftertaste. Mm-hmm. Different from the nose.
Almost medicinal.
Yes.
It's got a kick.
Yeah,
a little
Robitussin quality to it.
Yeah.
I also love the idea of things that are made from like herbs and barks that might possibly give me some health benefit.
That's mostly why I like soda too. It's all the health benefits. So, as soon as I smelled it, I thought I knew what it was, but then I tasted it. When I smelled it, I was like, that's Moxie.
That's Moxie.
Is it Moxie? Yeah, I thought as soon as I smelled it, I was like, that's Moxie. Yeah, Moxie is nuts.
This is great.
I would actually say.
Look at Chris. Some people say that they're the soda king, and then some people just
walk the walk.
Walk the walk.
The official soft drink of Maine, Moxie was originally patented as a medicine called the Moxie Nerve Food. Legend has it that Moxie is an aid to digestion and a cure for nervousness, insomnia, and exhaustion.
I can say, having had a lot of Moxie, it doesn't solve nervousness. Like, there's no way in which this solves nervousness. I'm a very nervous and anxious person. I can say that a bottle of Moxie
has never put you at ease.
It does. It's no substitute for Wellbutrin and Lamictal.
All right, so here's soda number 2. Lee, I'm a very fast learner. Look at me putting my nose in right off the bat.
Good job. I mean, you know, in the wine world, we can decipher so much about where the grapes are grown, but what the color is, I don't know what to tell you about this.
Here's my opinion. I like the bubbles.
You can tell right off the bat that it's a good soda based on
what we like
bubbles.
to say in the wine world, persistent bubbles. Ooh, on the nose, lots of lime, I would say.
And then this flavor, I'm gonna pinpoint it or I'm not, but either way I'm gonna be mad at myself because I know I've had this. The smell is hitting me in a certain way.
I have to tell you, I think this is almost like a perfect soda.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think this is what like soda pop should be about. It should just be sort of ridiculous and fun and bright in your mouth and makes you smile.
It's so sweet that it feels like you're getting punched right in the fucking face.
Yeah, kinda.
The bubbles on this one are so pronounced that when they hit the back of my throat, I start coughing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that.
I like to dial
A little
it up.
pain.
I like to go there,
No
exactly.
pain, no gain.
If I was gonna guess, based on the color and the flavor, I think it's that one from Chicago called Green River.
Yeah, good job.
And I know the history of this one too.
Green River Original used to be the #2 soda brand in the US. In the 1950s, only Coca-Cola sold more.
To continue, just based on some facts I happen to know as well, they were a beer brewery and then Prohibition hit, so then they switched over to soda and then they kept producing this ever since. And man, is it intense.
That's gorgeous. Look at that label.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Classic.
One thing that I really love about some of the small regional bottled soda brands is that they do not care to employ modern day graphic designers.
All right, here we are with soda number 3. Just looking at it, once again, we have bubble action turned up to 11. And then Lee, you were so excited when this hit the table.
I love the color. I really think it's so pretty. It actually looks a little bit like wine, so maybe that was my initial reaction. It actually tastes like something connected to nature to me.
It does.
Right?
Yeah. This doesn't taste like sugar thrown into a big vat full of chemicals in Chicago.
It has almost an elegance to it, I even think.
This is the first one where someone clearly sat down and thought about what they were making and how to do it correctly.
Yeah, and like maybe how to bring kids and adults together, or, you know, a nice holiday beverage that everyone would be happy to have.
I'm gonna take a big swing, because I initially thought this was somebody's black cherry. Is this Huckleberry?
Chris, this is Huckleberry.
Chris, you're so excited.
I feel like nobody's flipping out and I just nailed Huckleberry. That's...
Okay, so according to the company's website, huckleberries are the summer ripened relatives of raspberries and blackberries, with a rich, juicy flavor somewhere between the two. Jackson Hole Soda produces handcrafted, old-fashioned soft drinks that honor the pioneer spirit of the Old West.
Hell yeah.
And they suggest pairing this drink with Rocky Mountain rainbow trout and grilled chicken.
I could see myself washing down a nice cut of trout with this. Again, I just want to reiterate, I said I think this might be Huckleberry. I didn't cheat, and I nailed it, and I'm really proud. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so here we have a purple drink. It's definitely a grape soda.
I would go, you're
You're gonna...
If I were to be so bold.
without even tasting it, I would guess this was NuGrape. NU-grape.
Let's just go for it.
NuGrape.
Yo. Wow.
You did it.
That's amazing.
Well, there's no soda that smells more like grape gum than NuGrape. It has that. It's like that grape flavor where you're
This
like,
is
why
more
is
than like Welch's, more than...
Well, this is one of those ones where it's like that candy grape flavor. Why is it grape? Grapes don't taste like that. When you eat like grape candy, but this soda tastes like that flavor.
So it says NuGrape dates back to the early 1920s and now is bottled in Austin, Texas. It says a flavor you can't forget.
That's true. It's a smell you can't forget either.
I have to tell you, this is my least favorite.
I would imagine as a wine connoisseur, drinking something that so offensively calls itself grape has to be under your skin.
There is that Concord grapey aspect, but that's not what we usually use to make fine wines.
What about you?
Delicious, so good. It's so good. I want to drink the whole bottle. I think it's really delicious. Like a hot day as a kid running around.
Okay.
I could have a bottle of this afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there. I'm not gonna order foie gras and a NuGrape. Like this is something that the characters on the Wonder Years would have drank. You know.
All right, well, there you have it for the soda taste test. Chris, such a wealth of knowledge. I learned so much about soda just from being around you. Lee, thank you so much for coming through and helping us lead through the taste test. And then catch the Chris Gethard Show on truTV for First We Feast. You already know. This is Sean Evans. I hope you have an amazing Tuesday.
You also, in the course of shooting this video, it's very clear why I had to give up drinking alcohol, right? We all can agree on that.
Just like
the fact
You're a
that
passionate
every
guy.
single one of these is empty and then I'm also taking yours on occasion. Yeah, passionate guy.
you go.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I got you, bro.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, that's
That's top
wasting
shelf soda right there.
I'm gonna watch that get dumped in that garbage can? No way.